at you. Hey, I got Cameron's juice and crackers right here. I put the rest in his bag right here.
Thanks. Hey, do you think you can pick up the kids this afternoon? I have to work late.
Yeah, sure. You know what? I'm running a little early, so... You know what? Why don't I just hang here with Cam and then I'll drop him off later.
He'd love that.
I've got it. Lulu never came back last night.
Really? Where do you think she ran off to? The Quartermains? Poor thing, having to be shacked up at the nicest house in town.
I haven't heard from her.
I'm not surprised. She's probably with Bobby. I doubt she went over to Lucky and Elizabeth. They probably had a bad night, too.
I need to speak to you alone.
I don't send Elizabeth out of the room when I'm having a discussion.
We'll stay inside. You guys can go out on the porch. It's no problem.
Outside.
Lulu called you last night?
No. Is there a problem?
Well, she had some fight with Logan, took off from his apartment. She hasn't called anybody, and Spinelli's worried about her.
So you turned it into an excuse to stop in on my wife? When did you become so interested in Lulu's personal life?
If you hear from her, just ask her to call Spinelli, okay?
Did something happen to Lulu?
She didn't call last night, did she?
No. And I was here all night. What happened?
I really don't know the details. I know that Lulu and Logan got into a fight. She took off from his apartment. Spinelli got worried. He asked me to help track her down.
Well, I'll call in some favors downtown and start a search.
I'm sure she's fine. It's very Spencer of her to take off when she gets hurt.
Yeah, well, it'd be very Spencer of her to get into trouble. I need to get downtown.
Can you have Lulu call me or Lucky when you see her? No. We're not mad at her at all. We just need to know she's okay.
All right, thanks. Bye.
So you haven't heard anything either?
I was just gonna call you.
Spinelli beat you to it.
I've been calling all of her friends. Leslie's so worried. She keeps saying how this reminds her of Laura.
Yeah, Lulu's her father's daughter. I'm sure she has a plan. Elizabeth, she's gonna be all right. She just needs some time. Lulu just found out that Logan's been sleeping with Maxie.
Oh, so naturally, Maxie had to find a way to hurt her because Lulu is actually loved and valued.
You remember when you and Lucky ran away? You were living on the streets, sort of. You slept under the docks. Not only were you fine, you helped each other heal.
Yeah, but the difference is Lucky and I had each other. Lulu is alone. And it's so sad. She was finally starting to open her heart. She just chose the wrong person.
You know, I'm sure she's just off somewhere trying to recover. She's gonna be fine. I don't think she's in any danger.
Yeah, I thought that too at first. And then I realized Jason wouldn't be looking for her if he didn't think it was serious.
Jason's involved?
Yeah, he came by this morning looking for her.
And Lucky was here?
Mm-hmm.
How'd he deal with Jason?
Not well.
I know Lulu's your sister. But it's been, what, 12 hours? She had a fight with her boyfriend. There was no criminal activity. She's probably hanging out at her friend's house right now.
All right, we'll call it 24 hours. I want you to start a real search. Logan's had run-ins with the cops before. Maybe we could spin that as some kind of threat.
You think Logan's dangerous?
I think the sooner we find Lulu, the better for everyone. You got enough details to put out an APB? Yeah. Okay, will you walk him through it?
Sure.
Thanks. Hey, did you hear from Lulu?
No, nothing yet.
Okay, I'm putting out an APB.
I thought you had to wait at least 24 hours.
I'm bending a few rules, but for Lulu, it's worth it.
Look, I'm concerned about her too, but any chance you're pushing this because you want to be the one to find her?
You think I'm turning this into a competition with Jason?
Okay, Lulu hasn't contacted Lucky or Elizabeth, and he's starting to search with the cops.
Oh, great. The law-abiding ones who couldn't find the small stone-cold one and are led by the dastardly DA. They are useless, okay? She's unprotected and broken-hearted. The jackal will not rest until I bring her home safely.
Okay, you need to eat something, okay? Georgie made you a sandwich right there.
Sure.
It was so awkward. Jason came over to ask about Lulu, and Lucky was completely hostile.
That's not really a surprise.
And then Lucky basically accused Jason of using Lulu as an excuse to see me.
And Jason just kept getting calmer and more reasonable,
Yes.
which only got Lucky angrier.
Lucky hates him. He's so competitive. He just wants to win against him, and that's not Jason's fault. It's not really Lucky's fault either. I guess it's mine, because I've been putting my faith and trust in Jason and not Lucky for a very long time.
Only because Lucky let you down.
Yeah, well, I let him down too. I married him when I knew I was in love with Jason. And don't get me wrong, I loved Lucky too, and I really thought we could be happy and that I could just, I don't know, stuff my feelings away, but Jason was always so present. And he saved me, and he saved Jake, and then Lucky started to question whether I was in love with Jason, and no matter how many times I denied it, Lucky could sense the truth, and that made him angry and defensive, which made me need Jason even more.
Elizabeth, I think that you're judging yourself pretty harshly in hindsight.
I miss the way Lucky used to be. I miss the boy who grew up on the run, living on the edge of the law. I felt safe with that Lucky, like we could do anything.
Yeah, people change. Elizabeth, you've changed. Lucky's changed. Maybe it's time to accept that you're not the kids under the dock anymore. And you never will be again.
But I haven't been fair to him. I've kept secrets. I've told them at the wrong times. And I've tried to do the right thing and be responsible. And all I've done is hurt the people I love the most.
You know, not long ago, if Jason would have showed up like he did this morning, I would have ran him off and told him to stay the hell away from my family.
So what changed?
Sam. I know, I'm sorry. You want Elizabeth and me to be together.
No, I just want you to be honest about what you're doing and why you're doing it.
I've spent more than a year trying to be better for Elizabeth.
But has she asked you to do that? What are you trying to do? You trying to redeem yourself in your own eyes? You know, be sorry enough, be sober enough? Listen, you're trying to erase all the bad things that you've done, and it's just not possible. You need to live your life and learn from it.
I've given Elizabeth the best I have.
Well, all I can say is that she's trying, and maybe you're just too angry for it to register, but at some point you just need to put it down, Lucky.
I did. Last night was Sam. She made me remember who I am, Lucky Spencer. I'm not perfect, but I am a good guy after all. So to answer your question, no. I'm not competing with Jason. I'm just trying to find my sister.
I've jackaled into every security camera.
Don't blame yourself for everything that went wrong, Elizabeth. You and Lucky are both responsible. And since your marriage clearly isn't working, maybe you need to take that final step and end it.
When things calm down a little, Lucky and I have some choices to make. But for now, I have to give him all the support I can.
I put the trace